Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to share with you my experience that I had at the Chicago Planner Conference, and I can't believe it's been a week. It was an amazing experience, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. First, I thought I would share with you all of the swag that I got, and then I sort of rethought that. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather share the actual experience because that is exactly what planner conferences are all about. Yes, the swag is amazing. Yes, being able to shop, all of the shops are amazing, but just the experience and being with people that really understand your love for paper and pens and stickers and all of the stationery things and arts and crafts and stamping, and I could just go on and on and on. So I want to talk to you about the full weekend, kind of go through it with you in a chronological order, and I will also share some of the pictures that I took. I will pop them up here on the screen. To start off, the conference took place and does take place Friday through Sunday, but it is like the middle of the day, so like 2 p.m. Friday, and then it will end on Sunday afternoon at like 1 p.m. So it is, I mean, if you put it all together, it's a total of like 48 hours, really. But it's 3 days. Now, I live here in Chicago, so I was lucky that I did not have to get on a plane and deal with all of that. But I know many people did fly in for this event, and there was so many people there. I got to meet a friend of mine that I have been chatting with forever, and it was amazing to meet her in real life. And of course, I was able to reconnect with other people that I had met previously at the conference and see them again at this conference, as well as other people that I have seen at like Go Wild, and this was their first time coming to Chicago Planner Conference. All right, let's go ahead and start off with Friday. Friday was the first day of the conference. I got there about 12:30. I finally got to meet one of my friends. Her name is Jennifer. She is from Gold Nutrition. She has a YouTube channel here, and she is also on Instagram at Planning Gold. So it was really awesome to be able to finally meet her in real life. We had lunch together, and then we registered. For registration, the first thing that we did was we got our name badges. It's really, really pretty. I just really love the badges. On the back side, they give us a detailed schedule of what is going on, including the table that we will be sitting at. Now, we only receive the table number. Prior to the conference, they sent us out a worksheet to fill out to choose what table you would like to sit at. So they are extremely organized at this conference. A lot of thought, a lot of work, a lot of energy, and a lot of love really go into just making this the best event that they can put together. And it definitely shines through. There's no doubt about it. The table that I sat at was table number 36, but I do not know at this point who was sponsoring table 36 until the following morning. So that is the element of surprise that we have, which is so appreciative. There's no like running to try to find a table that we want to sit at with the swag that we love, that type of thing. We're able to have that thought process done before we actually get to the conference. And then there's also workshop sessions that we needed to register. That was again done prior to the conference. So there were 2 sessions. Within each session, I think there were like 6 workshops to choose from. It was really, really hard for me to decide what workshops I wanted to choose because they all look amazing. They were all something that I would be interested in. The first one that I chose was Stamp It Out. So that was my first workshop session. And the second one was Gelatos and Journaling. And I will show you the things that we created because, of course, we got to be hands-on. And I love that. I love like learning new things, and I definitely learned new things. I was able to experience some of the things that I've been really, really curious about. Having it shown to you and having supplies there at the table for you to work with is just priceless. It was amazing. It was so much fun to do that. So I really, really enjoyed the workshop. And then the other thing that is on the back here is the make and take. There were different make and takes, and I'll explain that to you in a little bit. And then we also had some drink tickets. So we were able to get a drink Friday night that was sponsored by Cloth and Paper. So thank you so much for that. And then Saturday night, that drink was at Planchella. And then we also got these really cool commemorative like key cards to be able to keep. And this was really for the hotel. It was at the Chicago Hilton on Michigan Avenue. It was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm from Chicago. I'd never been in that hotel before. It's very big. It holds a lot of people. There was our conference that was going on, which that was like 600 people. And then there was at least one other conference and other things that were happening. But the hotel is gorgeous. I'm going to pop up a little video here for you as I talk about it. Just historic Chicago architecture, and I love it. It was so beautiful. So it's just a really, really nice venue that they chose. There was lots of room for us to go ahead and be able to walk around. And even though there were 600 people at the conference, it didn't feel that way. It felt very comfortable. At least for me, it felt very comfortable. So I was really happy about that, because when you have a lot of people, it feels a little like too much sometimes, a little overwhelming. But I definitely did not have that feeling at all. So that was really, really nice. The next thing that we got was our swag bag. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here is the swag bag that we received. Really cool gray. I love this. And it has a zipper here and nice straps. It had an area here for us to put like our water bottles, which was awesome. And it's just a really, really nice bag. And it's full of all kinds of swag in here. There are so many different things in here. And I do want to go through it with you, but again, I didn't want this video to be just all about the swag. But if you want to see what's in the bag, comment below, let me know if that's what you want, and I will go ahead and do a video. So beside the swag, we also got a t-shirt. Isn't that cute? That's such a cute t-shirt. I love that. I love that it's in pink. It's really soft and comfortable, and it's just a really, really nice quality t-shirt. So I am super thankful for all of the sponsors. All right, so after we registered, we headed over to the vendor marketplace, and that was so much fun because we got to shop. We got to see items, we got to like touch them and flip through them and just see all of the things, meet some of our favorite shop owners. It was just really such a great experience. I always love going to the vendor marketplace, and the space that we had was nice and roomy. I didn't feel like squished in there. This was my third Chicago Planner Conference, and the other two were held at a different hotel. Again, amazing events, beautiful, but the space was definitely smaller, and I felt it. Like it was, to me, that space almost felt like overwhelming. Like that was the first conference that I ever went to back in 2020. And it was just like a lot. It was like overstimulation because you're really excited and you don't know what to expect. This space for this year, I thought was just perfect. Had a meet and greet with Heather Kell from Kell of a Plan, and she also did what is called a blind book swap, which was really, really fun. So here's a picture of the book that I had gone ahead and brought to swap out. And then this is the book that I got. As you can see, I haven't even opened it yet. So I definitely need to do that. But of course, I wanted to share it with you. It was really, really cute the way that they put this together. There's some stickers in here. And I am not sure if I even have I hope that her name is on here, whoever's decided to swap this book. But you didn't have to share your name. So if you didn't want to share your name, you did not have to do that. And I will open it up and see what that one is all about. I met up some of my friends, and then we did have dinner. We did decide to eat dinner there at the hotel. Actually, all of our meals were at the hotel. The whole weekend was really jam-packed with activities. So getting out for going to like dinner somewhere, unless you plan it ahead, which of course we failed to do. Hello, we're planners. You would think that we would plan that ahead, and we knew we were going to need to eat, but it's just one of those things that happens. There's so many things to like kind of get ready for, prepare for, and it was just kind of one of those things. And we knew that there were places to eat like on the hotel premises, so we just ate there. It was really nice. After that, Sip and Shop event, and that was sponsored by Cloth and Paper. So we went to that, and that was a lot of fun. We just got our drink and we were able to shop a little bit more. Or we actually headed over to the Mixer that was also sponsored by Calivo Plan. So that was really fun there. We got to meet other people and interact with them. It was definitely on a much like smaller scale. So that was kind of nice about all of the like little breakout type of activities that they had going on, because it's definitely on a much smaller scale. So you actually get to connect a little bit more with people on one-on-one basis. So I really, really enjoyed that. So I did do a planner for the event. It worked out perfectly. It's the perfect size. It's my little A5. I have shown this on another video. If you want to see how I put this together, I will go ahead and link that for you down here below. So Saturday morning, the day started at 8 a.m. If you did not come in on Friday, you have the opportunity to register before the general session began at 8 in the morning. They did have a morning coffee reception that was also sponsored by Cloth and Paper. So that was really nice. Now that particular morning, I did not get any coffee from them because I was decided to just kind of stay in my room a little bit longer. And my friends and I, we met up, got in line for the general session, which of course is like the big kickoff of the conference. The general session is where everybody sits. That's where like the big banquet hall. And there are 10 people to the table, and that is when we share our table mate gifts. And I did bring a table mate gift. However, I forgot to take pictures. I don't think I have a picture of my table mate gifts. I was so far behind on getting things together. In full disclosure, like I didn't start packing even my table mate gifts or wrapping my book or any of the things until like the day before I had to be at the conference. So Thursday at like 2 in the afternoon is when I started actually wrapping up my table mate gifts, the book for the book swap, and packing. So it was definitely not something that I recommend that you do. Don't wait till the last minute. I'm lucky because I didn't have to get on a plane, so that was a good thing right there. I had already had the things that I was going to give. I just hadn't like put them together in like a bag or anything. But not everybody does table mate gifts. It's completely optional. It is something fun. I recommend always when you go to these conferences to at least have contact cards. I think contact cards are just a really nice way for you to like say hi to people, and then that way you have something to give back. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be something that you make yourself. I am going to show you my contact cards. I had these made up by JoJo from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. With her beautiful artwork. I love the way that these turned out. And she did offer ones that were specific for the conference. I just chose to get ones that were more general. That way, any of the ones that I had left over, I could always use those at a different conference or different planner meetups. All of my table mates were extremely generous. So thank you to all of you. If you are watching this and you sat at my table, thank you so much. I really greatly appreciate it. I had a wonderful time sitting with you at the table. Now, speaking about the table, let's talk about who sponsored my table. I was lucky enough to get Lights Planner Action and that was Bess. So that was awesome. I love Bess. I love her products. I was really excited to be sitting at her table, got to take a picture with her and the whole table. However, I don't have that picture. I need to get that. I need to get that picture. I need to find out who took that picture. I think I know who, and I need to reach out to them so that way I can have one of those as well. So it was beautiful. Like, she did an amazing job. I greatly appreciative of the items that I received. And then we had two speakers. The first speaker was Bess from Lights Planner Action. So that was so much fun. I love the energy that she brings and definitely brought it to the conference. It was a perfect choice to kick off the conference. While Bess was speaking, she also gave everybody in the room a daily planner, and there were also pens that were provided by Zebras. She had us start journaling. She talked about her method of journaling, what she considers consistent, and I love everything that she had to say. I really encourage you to at least take a notebook with you to these conferences, and then that way you can just jot some notes down as people are speaking. I really enjoy doing that. I try to remember things, but I don't always remember the exact wording of things, and I wish I had a better memory for that. So that is why I have my planner, right? The next speaker that we had for the day was Adriana, and she is the founder behind Little Words Project. She makes friendship bracelets. I didn't know about her. I was moved by her story, and she gave us all a bracelet, and it said authentic. It's so beautiful, and I have a picture of it right up here for you. I just loved the story of the bracelets that she makes. It's not just like this bracelet, this product that she has, it's the meaning behind it, finding words that resonate with you, wearing that, and then passing it on to others. That word like resonates with them. So the bracelets have little tags on them. You can register them. And then when you are done with the bracelet, you find a person, you pass that on to them, and then they can register the bracelet as well. And you could watch the journey of the bracelet as long as everybody registers it online. What an amazing concept. So it wasn't just about a fun friendship bracelet that was made with like fun wording on it. It also had this other meaning behind it, and it just really moved me. Like that was just amazing. I loved hearing her story. She has brick and mortar stores, and there was one near me. So excited to go and visit that store. So that'll be a really, really fun thing for me to be able to do. So after the general session ended, we had a little bit of a break, quick lunch. Really, there wasn't like a whole lot of time, because honestly, there's all of these people, they're trying to get on the elevator, trying to get up to their room. So there was definitely a little bit of a backlog there, but it didn't really affect me that much. It was really not that big of a deal. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to eat lunch with my other friends because, like I said, we all needed to like go back to our rooms. We wanted to drop off everything that we got and then meet back up for lunch. But the time that we had really did not permit for us to do a whole lot, because the general session ended at noon and then the next workshop began at 1:30. So it was only at like an hour and a half break, and you would think that that would be enough time, but it really wasn't, because you get caught up talking to somebody, which is so worth it. So I made sure that I had packed myself a sandwich. So it was kind of like my emergency sandwich, which I was able to eat that up in my room. So I was really happy about that. And then the rooms did have like refrigerators there, no microwaves. I'm not sure if you could ask for a microwave. I didn't even bother for this particular conference. I have in the past, but I was fine for this one. So I had my sandwich and my little snacks, and I was good to go. I was all amped up for the rest of the day because there's so much more that we had ahead of us. The next thing that we had going on were the workshops. So the first workshop that I went to was Stamp It Out, and that one was hosted by Tina. So that was really fun. Another Tina, and I got to play with stamps, and that was just a lot of fun, because I've really been curious about stamping and didn't really know a whole lot about it. So I definitely don't know everything about it after the workshop, but I definitely got a little bit more information on it. It was really fun, and you might see some stamping from me in the future. We'll see what happens. Then we had the second workshop, and that one was gelatos and journaling. That one was hosted by Leah Ralston, and that was so much fun. I was honestly like, both of these workshops were really out of my comfort zone because I don't really like messy crafting. And for me, as much as I'm curious about stamping, I definitely see it as like a messy type of crafting, right? You're dealing with ink and all of that. And then the same thing with the gelatos. I honestly, I didn't really even know what they were about, but it was about using them in journaling. And we were able to try them out. I really, really enjoyed that workshop. I got to use some stencils, and it was just a lot of fun. I really liked the gelatos. I like that they are like a water-based type of media, and they're not super messy unless you decide to like really get in there and like work with your hands, blending things, but you don't have to. You can use stencils, you can use a little brush. And I had a great time doing that. That was a lot of fun. And then she also talked to us about lettering. So it was a really, really fun workshop. We got to touch base on a few different things. So really, really had fun with that. All right, after we decided to eat there at the hotel, super happy that we got like good food. Having the conferences at a hotel that has good food there, it makes a big difference because we are so hungry and we want to make sure that we are fueled up and ready for the rest of the conference. Had a couple of hours, so we were able to do that. And then after that, we had our make and takes. Now, make and takes, it's basically like speed crafting. That is what make and takes are, because there are 4 of them and they are all done within an hour. So that means that we have 15 minutes for each craft project, which is like, I remember the first time that I went, because this is my 3rd Chicago Planner Conference, I was just like very overwhelmed. This time I really liked it, the way that they had it set up. We had tables that we could sit at. Yes, it was still 15 minutes per craft, but at least we could sit down, and all of the items for us to try and use were like in the center of the table. And then each of us had our own little project in front of us to work on. So the items that were placed in front of us, those were items that we were able to take with us. And then there was like the community general items in the center of the table that you could use. The same thing also applied for our workshops. So the make and takes were a lot of fun. I was able to again try some different things. So I really, really enjoyed that. And I'm gonna show you the make and takes that I made. The first one was like this little journal that we used. Got to do like some layering here with the like, I forgot what type of paper it was. We were able to stamp on some vellum, and then I also traced out the wording on there, added a little stones. I thought it was really, really cute. It turned out really cute. I was really happy with that. The next make and take was about creating collages with different elements and just kind of like putting things together, which I really enjoy doing that, because that to me is just like junk journaling, really is really what that is to me. So it was a lot of fun. And then the third one was a chalkboard art that we did. I chose Let It Snow. There was another one that we could choose that was about fall. Or of course you could just do your own thing if you wanted to do that. If you already knew about like the chalk art and how to do it, I'm sure you could have done like your own thing, but I chose to follow along because I had never done that before, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that for the first time. And the last one, unfortunately, we ran out of time. I don't know what happened, but we ran out of time, so we were not able to do that. It was a stamping. I did pick up a couple of the items that they had there for us to take home with us, but I didn't actually get a chance to play with any of the stamps. It had already been like very full days, so I was okay with just kind of cutting that one short. All right, and then Saturday night was Planchella. Now this was a really fun event. It's just a big party that There was all different kinds of activities there. There was a station where you could get henna, which I signed up for. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it because it was so popular. Just weren't enough people to actually do the henna in compared to how many people actually wanted to have henna done. I had never had it done before, so I thought it would be really fun to try. It happens. It's just the way that it is sometimes for some of the activities that they set up. There was also braiding, like if you wanted to have some things put in your hair. There were like photo props, and that was a lot of fun. And then, of course, the bar was there. We got our free drink for the night, and then anything that thereafter you had to purchase yourself. And there was a lot of dancing and just a lot of fun. They also had some snacks available for you. So it was just a really fun party, got to hang out. I really had a good time with that. So that lasted until 11. Now I stayed till about 10:30, then headed up to my room, got to hang out a little bit more with my friend while we were packing things up because the next morning we had to have things packed up because checkout at the hotel on Sunday was 11, but during that time we would be in our general session. So the following morning, Sunday morning, again, we had an early morning. Everything started at 8 a.m. There was a morning coffee reception, again, hosted by Cloth and Paper. That one I was able to take advantage of, so that was good. There was more shopping available to do, which I was able to pick up some of the things that I had been looking at getting from before. And then we, had to check our bags, and then we had our general session. So on Sunday, the general session, that one started at 10, went till 12, and that day there are no assigned seats. You can sit wherever you like, and everybody gets the same swag on that Sunday. And there were two speakers. It kicked off with Heather Kell from Kell of a Plan, and that was really fun to hear her story of her love for books and how much books have played a huge impact in her life. She did hand us out a book planner, so that was really fun to be able to get that. It was exclusive for the event. And then our next speaker was Andrea Ballo, and Andrea is from Coco Michelle, and she shared her story of how she got to become Coco Michelle and her business. So it was just a really, really fun time listening to all of the speakers share their stories, share their inspiration, and you leave with like a really just warm feeling, and it's priceless. Honestly, it's priceless. After the general session on Sunday, there was one more hour of power shopping that you could do at the vendor marketplace. I did not make it back there. It is what it is. It just kind of didn't happen that way. Honestly, I was okay with that. I feel like after that full weekend, it's just exhausting. I mean, honestly, it's really exhausting. Plus, we were just all really hungry. So my friends and I, a couple of my friends, we went and we got Lou Malnati's pizza. So that was amazing. And then we were able to pick up our bags, and my husband was kind enough to come and pick us up and drop off my two friends at the airport. And that concluded my weekend. It was so much fun. All right. So, as I said, when I first started talking about the weekend, um, these conferences are more than just about paper and planners and pens and all of the fun crafting that we love. It's really about the experience, the connections that you make, the people that you meet, the people that you finally get to meet in real life, the friends that you've had from before that you get to hug them again. It is definitely about the experience. It was an amazing experience. It was very humbling to see people like yourself that watch me and come up to me and tell me that they watch me here on YouTube or they follow me on Instagram. And I am so grateful, and I'm so happy that I was able to meet some of you in real life, give you a hug, take a picture with you. It's priceless. It's just priceless. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video, And let me know if you want to see all of the swag. I think I'll probably film a video anyway and share all of the swag with you. But I really just wanted to kind of talk to you one on one like this and share the weekend experience with you. And I really hope that one day you are able to go to a planner conference of your own. There are lots of them out there. Look for them in your area, in your neighborhood. Start off with a small meeting and go from there. And if you're able to come to the Chicago Planner Conference in 2025, I will definitely be there and I would love to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. You can help me out here on YouTube by liking this video, subscribing to me, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when my videos post, and drop me a comment. Let me know, will you be going to CPC 2025? I would love to meet you in real life. If you watch this video all the way through till the end, leave me a pink heart emoji. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.